Okay, we are live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to
Hello
Game Week
everyone.
14 pod after a roller coaster Game Week 13 for the free hit and triple captainships going like north and south. If you have played any of those, even if you haven't played any chip, still it was a not very good week versus a free hit team. So yeah, that's any overall thoughts before we go through the fixture
So,
by fixture?
I think this game week 13 is just cementing my point of view of irrespective of how much ever you plan, two, three players can just make or break your rank.
Yep.
Even if, like, unfortunately for you, even though you free hitted, you chose not to look at Foden as an option. Like, that just
And
have a
Gakpo, like
swing.
both of them scoring in 90
Yeah,
plus minutes.
exactly. It's just crazy. The delta swing from that is just insane. So, like, it's become more of what did you bet on and did they score, or
Yes.
did the if the horse you bet on uh, is able to go for it, then it's gone. Otherwise, it's just very it's just a random swings that happened. I think it's just me also being butthurt because I've not had any of those swings this season.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
that's
that's
also
true.
grapes, but yeah, that's
And,
where I am right now.
and what are your thoughts on Salah getting 0 minutes?
I think, I have to give it to you. You were one of the earliest people who called it that this is gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen, and yeah, it seems like it's actually happening.
But I
Uh,
didn't feel or didn't think that he'll not come off the bench also. Like that was a real
that was
shocker.
extremely surprising. Yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah.
extremely surprising.
Maybe I
So
don't know. Like Afcon is coming and they need to prepare squad without Salah and all. I can get that one thought process, but still, like not even giving him 1 minute. That was a big statement by Slot.
it really was again. I really don't know why. If there's no other logical reason and explanation, and it's not that Liverpool had a convincing win. So
Yeah,
you would have thought
exactly.
that Salah would come in. But anyways, more of that
Yes,
when we
yes,
go individually on the matches. I'll
yes.
quickly
Sure.
share my screen in terms of what did we think.
Okay,
Uh,
and just one note. So Pranav is somewhere in Philippines, high on something. So we don't know where he is. We don't know his latest team. We don't know
yeah,
his transfer plans. We don't know his
what
dilemmas.
we're gonna
Nothing,
do.
nor
It's just
predictions for next week. So yeah, yeah, we'll have him in the next game week spot.
yeah. So till then, you'll have to bear with us,
Yes.
uh, rambling, rather than his structured delivery.
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
yeah, I think first we have to start with Mr.
Bernardinho.
Penalty. I still stick by my Milivojevic shout last time. I think it's just inevitable. Them getting a penalty. Uh,
Yeah,
it's
but
quite surprising.
yeah, sorry, sorry, complete.
Yeah, just I'm just intrigued on what Thiago's injury criticality is.
Mm-hmm.
And one other thing is, again, I feel that the scoreline slightly flatters, given that they scored two goals later in the
Yeah.
game. So 3-1 sounds like a very convincing win. Uh, Again, I did not watch this game, so I don't want to comment and as if I did watch the game. But I feel that again, slightly sour grapes. Thiago scoring yet again, not having him is painful. Big red arrow again because of him.
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think?
No, like this is some seventh penalty he has scored this season so far. I don't think there are many teams who even haven't gotten those many penalties. So
Yeah,
it's just like a joke that okay, he just keeps on getting penalty and just he keeps on scoring that.
it's
So,
insane.
but yeah, I think Burnley was a good fixture. Now he's going away to Arsenal, which will be a difficult one. So that's why I didn't want him long term. I think
Mm,
even after that, there's a Chelsea or some team immediately
They,
after.
no, I think they play. So the fixture after this is they play Spurs away,
Spurs, yeah.
and then there's a green run of fixtures.
Okay.
One player that I'm really interested in looking at who was someone I suggested to you when you were
Yes,
creating
yes, yes.
was Utara.
Thiago, yes, yes. And
Um,
surprisingly, he played 90 minminutes and Shada got
exactly.
substituted this time, which is like very, very weird. But yeah,
So Utara, given that he's also played striker in Bournemouth,
Bournemouth, yes, last season.
Evan Nielsen was out. I think he's a good shout in case Thiago is not ready. But let's see.
Yeah,
The Arsenal game.
I don't see any news afterwards on Thiago in presser or anything manager mentioning. I think
Correct,
he should be good only.
correct, correct. And on the same note, that Burnley definitely a fixture to target.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
Scott
definitely.
Parker is heading back to the championship. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes, yes. That's
Uh,
why that's why I was very happy of having Mateta Sar and Richards this game week, even though it is a mid game week and even though Richards might get benched. I thought Sar and Mateta, one of them will definitely get a 60 minutes with its Sar injury now. I'm a bit confused.
yeah,
Let's see. We'll go there.
yeah.
Okay, Man City leads 3 goals, nothing for Mr. Triple Captain.
So painful. Uh, Again, Head said triple captain best game to do. Leeds were bad, uh, but no, Leeds put up a fight.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
they had two men. Stroik was on Haaland the whole time. Made sure like if Haaland let out a breath, Stroik knew about it. So that was very clear. I think it is extremely bad performance from City. I
Yeah,
expected them to be wounded. I expected them to be on it, kill it, especially with the early goal from Foden.
yeah.
And they just relented and they
Yes,
just
yes.
sat back.
And even that Foden goal in the last minute, it wasn't that okay, it was a very clean goal or anything. He
Who was
just
it?
like shot at it and okay, it ended up in a goal post. I'm happy because I got Cherky assist off the bench. but
Yeah, actually,
uh, because again, Pep Rule, like suddenly he decides to start Reinders, who he's been benching for 3 to 4 game weeks. But
and Reinders also did not have a great
yeah, yeah,
game.
yeah. He had one good shot, but again, the goalkeeper saved it. But apart from that, yeah, I thought that it will be 2-2, but yeah, sudden some like Pep just turned it around in the last minute. So
I
a
think it's
bit
just the
of a
goalkeeper.
lucky result for City. If this would have been 2-2 and then Chelsea Arsenal 1-1, then it would have been a good table to see. But now
Yeah, that's
Chelsea
true.
City
That's
is
very true.
again there in the second spot, so it's
I
irritating.
think City. I think City has still a long way to go from their
Hmm.
streaky invincible run that they usually get with the
Right.
players that they have.
Hmm.
Majorly because they don't have any other big match winners
Hmm.
uh, to carry them across the game. Foden has shown that he is one for one game. Can he do it across the season? Along with Haaland, we'll have to just see.
Yes, yes. But one question for you on the triple captain now, those who haven't used triple captain in this game week on Haaland, do you think Saka in game week 16 against Wolves or Haaland in game week 17 or 15 against West Ham and Sunderland?
I think if at all it's an either or across all the three, I think the West Ham game is the one to go. Majorly because those players aren't as good one-on-one defenders as the Sunderland is,
Mm-hmm.
and having seen Saka is not yet up to it uh,
Mm-hmm.
on a lot of things. I think the way to go still is Haaland.
Mm-hmm.
He will get the chances,
Mm.
uh, and I think the West Ham game is the
Yeah.
one inside to
And
target.
in game week 17 they'll be without Van Bissaka and without Diouf. So again we
Yeah,
don't know who will come in place of those two defenders and how will they be able to mark City. Even I'm inclined towards game week 17 on Haaland, but slightly tempted on Saka versus Wolves to just
yeah,
differentiate. But I think I get your point.
yeah. Saka could just be frustrating.
Yeah,
He could give you like 5 goals,
mhm.
5 goal contributions in one single game, and not for the remaining.
Right, right.
He's just right now in a slump. But let's see. Why not Palmer against one of those
Need to
teams?
see his fitness. He didn't even start against Arsenal, right? Like he didn't
Yeah,
even get many minutes off the bench. So we'll see how it is in next 2 3 game weeks. I think he will come off the bench in this mid game week, but
yeah.
after that, how it feels, what Mariska says about him, that will play. And it's another transfer. which I'll have to do, which I don't know, depending on his fitness and his form. We'll see how to go there or not.
Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Because, for example, if I look at Chelsea, Chelsea play Everton at home in 16.
Hmm.
They play, I think, Leeds away is too early for him.
Hmm.
I think Everton at home in game week 16 is a decent fixture
Yeah, yeah,
to target.
yeah.
Um Potentially Bournemouth on 19th as well, but yeah, that we don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, moving on to Sunderland Bournemouth. I didn't watch this game, but I understand that there was some new guy who scored a very sensational goal for Bournemouth at the start, but then after all, Sunderland got to their game and I think they turned it around really well in the second half.
I think Pranav did give a hot take a little too early in terms of, oh,
Yeah,
Sunderland are falling off the
yeah.
cliff, etc. And then they came back
Like,
and showed that it's not something that's by choice or chance. I think the Amin Adli, him
mm-hmm.
coming on, is majorly because Christie is injured for the next 3 4 weeks. In
Okay.
case you want to take one, Adli could be one, especially for the Everton fixture at home.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Maybe, may not be, not really sure. If you feel a little punty,
Yeah,
because
I'll
he was
watch the
there and
highlights.
thereabouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was there and thereabouts. I did watch this game
Mm-hmm.
parallelly because this game was a very very fun watch for a neutral to
Mm-hmm.
have. The pitch was rained down, the ball was not traveling, so it was just players pinging
Mm-hmm.
balls to each other's feet, carrying the ball with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as a Semenyo owner, I feel that he it was just another game of, oh, what could have been, because Semenyo was there and
Yeah, yeah,
thereabouts,
yeah,
but
yeah, correct.
never delivering anything. There
There
was
was
one
one assist, I think, which I think got hit on the post or something like that.
correct. So there was two instances actually. The first goal that Adley scored was a peach of a ball from Semenyo, but then Evan Nielsen did all his level best to hit it to the post and ruin that chance, and which Adley tapped it in after that. And the second one was basically where Semenyo put a cross. It hit one of the defenders of Sunderland. This is when they were 2-2,
Okay.
and it was just moving towards the goal, and then Evan Nielsen on the line tapped it in. He was in
Oh.
an offside position. This could have made Bournemouth be 3-2.
Hmm.
Because he was offside, they couldn't do it. But again, so, like I think 4 games on a trot where Senesi hasn't got a clean sheet, got
Yeah,
Tef got it.
yeah. And with
But
the
they
fixtures
either.
coming, I think he can be a sell to free up the budget. They
Yeah,
have say, Chelsea, United, City in next 5 or 6 game weeks.
correct, correct, correct. So yeah, it's like let's see what happens. Let's see what we're able to look at.
Just give me 1 minute, Adesh. I'll be
Sure,
just
sure,
back in a minute.
sure, sure. Yeah, in the meantime, I'll just quickly go through the remaining fixtures. Uh, yeah, Everton Newcastle. Uh, we predicted a slightly closer game, and we thought Everton would also be able to take care of their form, similar to what they went through in the United game. But again, like Pranav had rightly pointed out, Everton are one of those teams which just go teetering on a high and then come back, on a high, then come back. This is one of those games. I think Newcastle were very, very, very solid, and Everton again conceded 2 goals to a defender. So that was Everton. Spurs again haven't been great. Spurs has been quite uh, haphazard. They haven't been able to carry forward their clean sheet form. So this is another 4 consecutive game weeks where they haven't gotten a clean sheet. Whereas Fulham found their streak again. Maybe it's Fulham coming back to their form. 2 goals, Tete, Wilson scoring. The Wilson goal is also very interesting because Vicario just wandered about, and then there was an instance of uh, Pedro Porro
Sorry, sorry.
not defending. So I was just going through the other fixtures. So I've talked through
Yes,
the
yes.
Everton Newcastle game.
Yeah.
The Spurs Fulham game. Uh, Chimpy, what thoughts do you have? I was just talking about the Vicario. being angry about Pedro Porro not covering for him in the goal. I don't know if you saw this.
No, no, I didn't see this
So
match. It was
basically,
late at night, so yeah.
basically what had happened was Harry Wilson scored a goal from 40 yards out because Vicario just wandered about, kicked the
Oh,
ball away, uh, and fell to Wilson's feet, and Wilson just banged it in the goal,
oh,
and Vicario was just screaming at Pedro Porro for not shielding the goal or not preventing him from taking a shot. Again, Spurs 4 games without a clean sheet. Van de Ven definitely a sell because their fixtures don't seem like they're going to change.
yeah, yeah.
And Fulham are coming back into form, hopefully,
Hopefully,
for Pranav's predictions because
yeah,
Marco Silva is a good proponent of Marco Silva.
yeah. I think two wins back to back, and with
Yeah,
decent fixture. I think City is the next, so maybe not immediately someone to invest in, but if it's City at home, so we never know.
I think Fulham are just a wait and watch because there's no direct or there's no attractive persons or people to invest in.
Only
Uh,
Anderson, I think, from the defenders.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a luxury transfer if you want. If you have a transfer to get Anderson in, yeah, that's prime luxury to me, in my opinion.
Correct, correct.
Uh, Crystal Palace United. What do you think?
Again,
I've
what Pranav mentioned at the start of the season, it's clearly showing up now. Like
Yeah,
their legs were dead by the 60th minute. Having Nketiah helps. Obviously, he is fresh off the injury. He gives up that energy. But Sar got off injured in 30th minute or so, and then like they just did United just could score those 2 goals just because like Crystal Palace was so tired, and that's why I'm
mm,
worried about their mid-game week now, where I think we might see a rotation. Even if Mateta starts, he will definitely not play full because especially it's against Burnley, so this is the game they would like to just score 1 or 2 goals at the start and then rotate the
switch
squad
off.
and give the rest by just parking the bus. But definitely not at like Munoz, yes, because of the how attractive attacking defender he is. But from overall team point of view, with Sar going to AFCON, Mateta having less than 60 minutes often because of the Nketiah coming in, and it's just like one defender. If you have like Richards or Lacroix or Munoz, good team to hold still. But we can definitely like I have 3 assets currently from Crystal Palace. Definitely a team to offload. I think given their tight fixture and in the coming game week still December. I think.
So there was an interesting stat when the team lineups came out. Uh, I think Crystal Palace had either 7 or 9 players out of their starting 11 who played at least 1,000 minutes
Yes. I think you
at the
said
start of
that.
the
Yes, correct, correct.
and United had 4 people. And on that note, I think both me and you we jumped to get uh, Mbumo,
Yeah,
but clearly
Bruno.
he has Bruno is
Yeah.
smiling or laughing at our faces
But that's what
because
that's the case with Embu. He will not score for 2 3 game weeks and suddenly he will come up with a double
mm,
point haul. So I'm just hoping that happens before he goes to AFCON, so I don't
yeah,
have to make that luxury transfer. So I'll hold him right now because I have other fires to extinguish like SAR and Senesi. But
correct.
if you have that luxury transfer, you can right now shift to like a Bruno or someone else, so that anyway after AFCON that transfer is coming, so you can make that luxury move. Bruno again, just because he's always on those set pieces, on free kicks, on corners, he gets those
Yeah,
assist points, and he'll definitely play 90 minutes in and out, even if it's like a 2 day rest in between the games. That's because he is a good player. We're not saying that he's attacking or anything. Rather, after Zirki and Mount setup, he's going further into defense mode and he's not coming as forward, but just because of the set pieces and cons and all those things, he's a good buy if you want to keep him as a cash cow to move to Palmer or someone in the upcoming game weeks.
so that's what I owned Bruno initially, and again, I hated that he was never near the goal. He was doing the passes. He was doing all of those things. Sold him. He started. No, in between that, he missed his penalty
Yes.
twice.
I also had
You
him
also had him at
captain.
that
Yes,
point of
yes.
time. And then after we sold, he scored, he assisted. He's just been racking up points. Quite frustrating again. Those 1% calls that never seems to go our way.
Yeah,
Quickly moving on to the Villa Wolves game. I think most people doubled up on a Villa defense
but
for their free hits.
we're lucky if you
Yeah,
saw the game.
it was a marginal offside call from the
Even
Wolves.
that header, which I think goalkeeper saved and hit the post in this first half, it was
Yeah,
very close. So were a good team. I think numbers again don't show it, but yeah, lucky to get away with the clean sheet.
I was hoping Wolves scored so that some free hits were ruined, but maybe that's why they never ended up scoring because I was wanting for it to happen. But again, a lot of people put their money on Rogers, did not do much. Marlin didn't do much. Watkins, some people had him in the team, he didn't even start. So Villa are a mixed bag, but one interesting thing is they've kept three clean sheets out of the previous six. Their defense was a good bet to keep on. Again, during the free hit, which most people did.
Yeah,
Funnily, Brentford also was somebody who people counted on that Burnley won't score, but they ended up scoring, ruining a lot of free hits there
yeah,
again.
yeah. Lucky that
So,
I had Collins, so I had Defcon at least. He hit some
yeah,
22 Defcons.
yeah, 22 23 of course was insane. Usually, I think it was Vanderberger
Yeah, Van der
or
Berg and Collins in the center.
yeah, so Vanderberger was the DEFCON magnet before, but Collins just, I think people went for him because of his attacking threat as well. Definitely returned his money's worth and more actually. On to the second last, or rather, yeah,
Third last.
Nottingham Forest Brighton.
I didn't see this game. Did you see this game?
Yeah, even honestly, I also did not.
Okay.
I haven't caught up with it yet.
Yeah,
Uh,
even I didn't get time, but see, Brighton is a good team to attack. But again, if you see D. Cooper, Zimikas, all of these folks scoring, there is no one person. Like even Welbeck, did he? Yeah, he did start, but he got like
he
he
had
was
four
off at
touches in the
65th
box.
minute. Yeah, but he's off again at 65th minute. Minte also not a great performance, so that's why like I can go to Minte just with one transfer, but I just don't think that with the goals share so much spread out, I am not confident whether Minte will be involved. But on the other hand, I feel that Rice will be involved. But we will talk about it more. But yeah, we
No,
will
no,
watch this game and highlights later. But
yeah, same. One point regarding the Nottingham Forest team is that Anderson, even though they lost 2-0, got two bonus points, two
whoa,
defcons. He scored 6 points for this game
oh
week. So again, definitely something we're going to discuss about later, more so once the call goes further. Definitely somebody to think about and have.
yes, yes,
Uh, on to the second last game, West Ham versus Liverpool. Uh, again, I thought West Ham were going to score. I thought
yeah.
West Ham were going to lift it. It was a very difficult, very uncomfortable watch. Honestly, it was not one of those smoothest wins.
Yes,
Uh,
that's true.
your hot take of Salah actually came through. What did you feel while you were watching this game?
I was as I mentioned, I was very surprised that Salah didn't even get off the bench. Like that was some statement from Slot. I don't know what's his plan. Is it just because he's going to AFCON, or he actually wants to create a system slowly? Because I think Salah has this year's contract. I don't think it's renewed for next
Yeah,
year. So he wants to build that system or whatever. And even I think many of the fans were mentioning that he's a weak link and that's why maybe slot drop. We don't know what's going on in the dressing room, but as you mentioned, like okay, scoreline says like okay, Liverpool 2-0 is they're coming back, but they're not because yeah, if you watch the highlights or if you watch the game, it was a close margin. Like they didn't win it comfortably. I think, like me and Pranav obviously had predicted that okay, Liverpool will win, but we thought okay, West Ham will also score. They didn't score, but they didn't give the match easily also. So
yeah,
I think it's still like I have Van Dijk, I'll hold him because of the just good fixture and that Liverpool is having, and he's 90 minutes man every game week. But otherwise, I don't think I'll be investing in any of the Liverpool assets as of now. It's just still a wait and watch for me. Okay, Slot might just turn around as a team, but I will give at least 2 to 3 game weeks before coming to that conclusion and jumping onto Liverpool assets.
yeah, got it. And I think this is the only game finally that uh, Gakpo responded, and
Yeah.
Gakpo actually scored and assisted. It was a 90th minute goal, so again, very very fortunate to get it. But thankfully, with his goal, I had a grey arrow. My ranks changed by 100,000 points,
Oh.
100,000 ranks. That's it.
Nice, nice. But yeah, I think again that was one of the dilemma, like whether I should go Gapco plus some Gapco or Foden plus someone or Cherky plus Mateta. Again, Mateta
Yeah,
scored, but this 90th minute goal hurt my free hit. But I think yeah,
yeah,
uh, he's always a good shot taker. He's always in the box. He's always good with his runs. It's just that overall the system, which is I don't think is really gelling up well. Which if Slot fixes that, they Slot has a great players at his like in his team. Even the Karkis and for Frimpong, if everyone is fit and everyone is clicking, Liverpool will be a team to target. But right now, no, it's not happening. So let's see.
yeah, yeah. Makes sense. That makes sense. On to the big one. On to the big one. I think you definitely have thoughts, so I'll let you go on first, and then I'll come back.
Just see that green cell over there. You both had predicted clean sheet for Arsenal, which okay, I agree. That Saliba not playing impacted, but we also didn't have Palmer, and we didn't come off the bench. So it's Saliba versus Palmer, and we can just say that okay, Chelsea were the better team at least in this game week. And then the point which we discussed last in the last pod that okay, Arsenal has that motivation, but even at that point, I felt that the motivation that Chelsea has because of the mid-game week, because of them sitting in the table in the second, and because they can narrow that gap to 3 points. I'm not saying still that we are title contenders or anything, but it's just that motivation did help, and it was very very clearly visible on the pitch. All 11 players, even with like even if there is the smallest of a tackle or anything, everyone was coming to referee and just
Yeah,
doing that argument. And okay, that was a red card. If it wouldn't have happened, I don't know what. Like it could have been 2-2 or 2-1 to any side because of the how the aggressive the game was. Arsenal in the first half only out of four in their back line, three got yellow card, one in their
yeah,
mid line got yellow card. So it could have happened that okay, the second yellow red game could have gone either ways. Arsenal did create good chances, especially Saka on the right wing. Everything was going from the right hand side, and that pass was brilliant. That Marino's goal was very good on target. But overall, there were few chances, and Chelsea felt like a more dominating team in this one. But again, as we discussed on our WhatsApp group, Chelsea City is yet to go. So let's see how that happens, how the table evolves.
yeah. We again, no differences. Chelsea were the better team. Arsenal was slow. We're still trying to navigate through the injury crisis that we've been going through. Uh, it's still something that we as a team need to get to grips to, that we don't have our two main center backs, we don't have our main attacking midfielder, we did not have our main striking lineup. We had Madueke who's just coming in.
Hmm.
The left winger who started for us isn't our first choice, he's our third choice left
Yeah.
winger. So we've had some 6, 7 injuries. We've been trying to reinvent. We've been trying to do that, and even with all of those things, coming through the Spurs home, Bayern home, Chelsea away, unbeaten with 2 wins and a draw. I think it's a massive, massive week for us. We just need to continue momentum. Arsenal will have some 8 fixtures in December.
Hmm.
That if we're able to navigate through decently well enough, that's gonna widen the gap that we have, because other teams will drop points. It's more about how many points that Arsenal drop, how many points are we able to save. I personally felt that this was 1 point saved for Arsenal more than anything else,
Hmm.
and we did good enough to do that. Even like once we got the 1 man, 10 man, like rather 1 man advantage, uh, we didn't capitalize because we were not progressing the ball quicker enough. And even when we did, we were trying to play. Chelsea forced us outside, made sure that we crossed, and Sanchez was so good that he
Yeah,
released
yeah. Those two saves were
Neto.
brilliant. Even the one in the last minute or so.
Yeah, even in that, even if there was any cross, Sanchez was the first to capture it
Yes.
because he was as advanced as a penalty spot, so nobody could get a header on. Caught the ball, released it to Neto to create a counter attack,
Right.
and the counter attack was in such a way that he was attacking whoever is on already a yellow
Yes.
card, so
Yes.
they can't tackle him because it's
Mm,
going to be a red card. So it was
that's what I
very
mentioned.
smart,
Mm-hmm.
extremely smart play, and I think it has to be said that Reece James,
He's playing in midfield.
was
I'm loving it.
brilliant. Was brilliant.
Yeah.
He's not going to play next week. That's the only problem with Reece James. He's so injury
Yeah.
prone that he's not able to
Needs to
do
be
anything.
managed really well.
Yeah, so that's his only biggest caveat. But yeah, uh,
Just two
good point
points.
for Arsenal.
Good to see Odegaard back. He came off the bench, I think. And one point which you and
Chocolates.
Pranav both mentioned when Gabriel got injured, that he brings that energy, that aggression, which I felt was missing. Even what I mentioned, that okay, if there is a tackle or anything, Kaisoda was coming in, Enzo was coming in, shouting and
Yeah.
just doing the rada. But Zubimendi was there. He was just smiling. There was less of like Saka was there, but I didn't see that. If
So
Gabriel would have been on the pitch, that aggression would have helped. I feel.
I felt the main intensity that Arsenal lacked was in long balls
Hmm.
where the ball was allowed to land or let Joao Pedro get the first touch.
Hmm.
Otherwise, Gabriel and Saliba used to head it out initially itself. They let the ball land. Pedro was allowed to take a first touch, which never happens. Which is something that I've not been used to for the last 2 3 years. So again, that's where the whole momentum of the game itself shift because Pedro allowed a Caicedo or a Enzo to get the
Yes,
first ball
got it.
along with Neto,
Hmm.
hold up play, release, and then take it forward. But again,
Yeah.
we move. I'm okay.
Yes.
Hopefully,
Yes. I.
Saliba returns.
Yeah, I think he leads. It was just a small knock or something during training. I was just happy to see Estevao start. I hope he
Yeah,
gets keeps getting on minutes to build that confidence.
yeah. That'll be definitely interesting to see how his career also progresses.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on
On to the
to the next week.
predictions. We don't have Prano's prediction, but we'll just quickly go through what we have here. Bournemouth Everton. Okay, so yes, thinking 4-2 versus 2-0. I think we are both predicting Bournemouth win because of the given of how good aggressive and attacking form they are in. But Everton, I see a bit of a slump. Like again, United also they're able to pull that 1-0, but it's just that I don't see a goal fest. Maybe one goal. Let's see how this goes.
So my whole thought process is that NDI is going to be the last couple of game weeks for
Hmm.
him.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Bournemouth are going to be slightly worse off defensively, although they were already worse off with
Hmm.
no Senesi as well. So nobody is going to be controlling the defense. Nobody is going to be
That's one
attacking.
point. Yeah.
Uh, so I believe that Bournemouth are not going to keep a clean sheet, but their attacking team is good
So
enough
yeah,
and fast enough to make sure that they're able to score quite a few goals. One for us to watch for sure.
and hoping for Semenyo return again.
Hopefully, it's been so long. It's been
Exactly.
ages. Like we're just waiting for that.
Okay, Fulham Man City. Again, yeah, it's difficult game again. Fulham away is always a difficult game to predict. So I think yeah, Marco Silva can just hold them at the bay. Let's see how this goes.
And again, given that it's a tough game, do you think Haaland captain is the shoe-in for this game, or is this a week for us to experiment and
No.
try and see?
So if you have Bruno, that's when I'm okay to go to, because again it's a guaranteed 90 minutes that you will get. But
Yeah,
there is a very high chance that even if you want to go with Saka, he might also get just subbed at 60th or 70th minute.
even very possible.
Better than that, I think Haaland will still get more minutes than Saka in this game week, because of how good, like how fit he is and how he can play game in game out, like week in week out. But Haaland or Bruno for me. Even if I had Bruno, because of the variance you get when Haaland hauls, it's scary. So I just to be a safe manager, I would have gone with Haaland only, even if I had Bruno. But for someone who have both, I think it's a good week to punt on. Bruno, who is a 90 minutes man, versus others who might get rotated.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Again, I'm contemplating Haaland after seeing him last week. He's also going to be facing a very tight defense in Fulham away. So let's see, something for us to look and monitor. Newcastle Spurs. I think we've gone for a
Yes,
similar
yes.
kind of
Newcastle is in a very good patch. I want to get their attackers, but again, as we discussed before this call, that we
who
don't know who.
who do you get?
Exactly.
Who do
That
you get?
Theo guy, defender, who player sold for free hit, he scores 2 games at the start, and
Yeah,
again,
it's
that's why there's
crazy.
so much so spread out across the team. We don't know whom to target. That's why just avoid them.
Yeah, I think one player who's going to be killing Spurs is going to be Jacob Murphy because of how attacking and how direct he's going to be.
Hmm.
I think Murphy is definitely somebody who could return against Spurs. But other than that, it's a very wild
Yeah,
chase. Uh,
it
Arsenal
will be
Brentford.
Brentford. I
I
just
think
expect a penalty. That's why I put 2-1. Otherwise, a very good chance for Arsenal for a clean sheet at home.
yeah, I think penalty. It all depends if Saliba is going to be there or not.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not, then Shada and Otara are
Hmm.
too tricky for our Arsenal, very
Yes,
young Arsenal
yes.
defense. Because you
Yeah.
have to think, uh, Hincapie, he's 21 or 22 years old. Mosquera is 21 years old.
Oh,
They're quite young
yeah,
to be
yeah, yeah.
starting and facing these kind of tricky players. They're still getting there. Uh, if there was a Gabriel supporting Mosquera or a Saliba supporting Hincapie, that's going to be a different case altogether. But again, I am trusting for Arsenal to have the major chunk of the ball attack. Odegaard will start this game. There's going to be a good chance that Madueke will start this game. It's going to be quite direct. Hopefully, Guacares also starts this game.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He
So
also came off the bench, right?
I want Arsenal to make a statement because last season this was the game we lost 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I want Arsenal to showcase that we are back and we've recovered. So let's see how that's gonna go.
Yes. Brighton,
Uh,
Aston Villa. It's a good game or a tricky game to predict, I think, because both are on the turnaround path. So it will be a good watch. Who scores? Who can keep a clean sheet? Let's see.
yeah, I also think it's too difficult to predict, which is why I'm just going for a draw.
Yeah.
No other reason, no other reason, and no other thought.
Right.
Burnley Palace. I think Burnley could get something out of it, majorly because of what you said.
Yep.
They're too tired. Crystal
Yeah,
Palace
yeah.
is just too tired, especially without Sar.
Yes.
I don't know how easily they'll be
And
able to
there is
solve.
no bench depth also, like
Correct.
who is experienced in Premier League and like have played games week in week out. So it will be a
Yeah,
difficult one for Palace to. But Glasner is again a very good manager, so they might just turn around things like, or they might just keep it at bay and keep a clean sheet. But let's see, let's see.
I think he was talking something about if we are serious about what we want to do, then January is where we'll also have to invest
Hmm.
because we've tried doing things but we've not been able to.
Right.
So going to be quite interesting on what they'll actually end up doing. Uh, who came on for Sar actually? Was it Devaney?
No, no, NKTia only came on, I think. So
Okay.
instead of coming in for Mateta, let me just quickly check. I think he
Yeah,
just
yeah, correct, correct,
came
correct.
on
NKTR
for.
came on and Mateta played the full 90.
Yes, yes, correct. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, NKTia came on in 30th minute.
So yeah, I think that's going to be tough. Maybe they'll switch to a 4-4-2. We'll see. We'll see.
Yes,
It's going to
yes.
be quite interesting. Wolves
Interesting.
Forest.
I'm just putting a draw because of how good Wolves were at the start in this game against Aston Villa. So I hope, like, I think that okay, at home they might just turn things around and give a tough game to Nottingham Forest. But yeah, what you have predicted is also very much possible with the Wolves team, which we have all been saying that it is a team to target.
I think this is a game where Igor Jesus and Elliot Anderson will show that they are also people who we could potentially invest in.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this is just purely from a Wolves perspective, and also because I believe that Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton are going to be the next 100+ million transfers from the
Yeah, yeah.
from
Wharton,
the league.
what a player, Wharton, and Anderson
Yeah,
also, no doubt.
Anderson plays like a peak, like a young Declan Rice. He has all of those attributes. How the similar way they play. So definitely going to be something that's going to be there. Leeds versus Chelsea. What do you think? How do you think Chelsea are going to line up? The front line is going to be the one that's going to decide this game. I've
I think now, like because this a quick turnaround, I think Garnacho will start because Estevao had started, and they don't want. Maybe he's too young, so they might just start him. But I think Garnacho, Neto, and Pedro or Delap, one of them will start. Palmer will still come off as a off the bench, I think. So again, hoping for our Enzo goal for in this game.
Yeah, I definitely want, and Pedro also, because right now I'm in such a stage that I'm considering holding Pedro as sunk cost.
Yeah, this
Just
game week I think you can still hold. Then you can
yeah,
ship him off for next game week.
yeah, just because there's no other decent attackers to invest in as well.
Yeah,
There's
this game week,
nobody actually.
especially with Thiago having Arsenal,
Yeah,
it's difficult. Like that's the only one I could have thought of.
correct.
But I think would hold. It's Ellen Road difficult, but given the again the motivation from Arsenal game and Barca game, I think we will do. Will score and we will win in this
Yeah,
game week.
as long as Enzo is around, I'm happy. As long as he's around.
Liverpool, Sunderland. I think yeah, very same predictions. We because again Sunderland gave a tough game as we discussed, and they showed why they are good at home. But because this is at Anfield, and Slot will want to double down on the win from the
Yeah,
last game week. I think they will be attacking and they will just nick it past the Sunderland. But they will give. I think it will be a tough game against Sunderland.
yeah. Fair enough. I agree. And with respect to Salah, do you think he's going to be benched again? Is that something that you're
Very,
thinking?
very difficult to call, but I think given that it is Anfield and again quick turnaround, I think he will start and maybe come off something like that. But we never know what's going on in the dressing room, so just like wait and watch for now. And anyway, no one is investing 14 million right now in a midfielder who is not scoring and getting benched. So nothing from FPL point of view, but definitely from football point of view, will be an interesting one to see when the
Yeah.
the sheet will come, the team sheet will come.
I also think Sunderland could pose slightly more difficult, slightly more, rather, I rephrase, they can push a lot more problems for Liverpool to solve.
Hmm.
And I think Liverpool are still not completely out of it. I could easily see this being a draw.
Hmm.
I could easily see this being something where Liverpool struggle to solve the Sunderland defense. Uh, so let's see. I hope there's a Shaka screamer. I hope he's able to give more happiness
If
to
Ekitike
us.
is fit, then I think it will be a good one for Liverpool.
Who?
Ekitike, he was not fit.
Ekitike is fit. He played yeah, last game.
Oh, he did.
He came on for Isak at around
Oh,
60
okay,
70
okay,
minutes.
okay. Then I
Ekitike is fit.
okay, okay, okay. Then I think
So
yeah, Liverpool can have a good game. Let's see, let's see.
that's going to be fun. And United, I think we are hoping Mbuemo finally returns against such a bad defense.
Yes,
That's
we
all
should.
we're counting on.
Yeah.
That's all the reason for my prediction, honestly.
No, West Ham again can score, but United it isn't a good patch right now. I think they'll just park the bus like the score and then they'll park the bus. Let's see how it goes. Cool. Shall we move? Just quick.
Dilemmas,
Yeah, just move on to
quickly go
the
on.
quickly to the teams. We'll keep it short this time.
Yeah, we'll.
Okay, yeah. So quickly, I just noted things down. I'll run you through the four options which I'm thinking. Okay, so the easiest option right now because Sahar and Senesi is off due to red card and Sahar is injured. I have like a simple option will be Sahar to Minte or Anderson. Minte for the reasons I discussed. Okay, he'll not be a goal merchant but an assist merchant always. So I'm not very excited. While it's a still a good transfer and Anderson again there are the goal spread will be spread out so
Yeah,
he'll definitely give you bonus defcon that's there but again not an exciting big how Sar was even though he didn't score but that is one thing where I can avoid taking -4 And if I decide to take on -4, I have four paths. Basically, it's Minte plus 5.3 or a less defender. It's Wifer plus Timber, Rice plus 4.5 or a below defender, and then last one is Anderson or and 6.2 or below defender. Like Timber is 6.3. Otherwise, I would have gone just Anderson and Timber. But
Yeah,
that's why I asked you about California at the start, but you said no. So yeah, just I don't know where I'll go. I'll make a call tonight or just before deadline tomorrow.
I think the main problem or main thing you have to think about is, do you really want to take a hit given that
No, so
you
just
only have
one
one.
reason I might take a hit is because of the I'm not sure about Richard starting because it's a very quick around and even when the last time the similar thing was there for Crystal Palace, Richards was the one who got benched and there's some Osua or some guy who started in place of him for Crystal Palace. So just because
No,
of
no, no,
that reason.
I don't think so. Richards played.
No, no, there
Richards is
was one
only.
game week where he
No,
was
I'm just looking at his team. He's played all the minutes. He started all the games.
so it
There's
was
one
maybe
game,
due to it maybe and then in the midweek where maybe in Carabao Cup or somewhere
Carabao Cup. So
where
Richards, I think he will start. There's no reason Richards will not start. Uh, I think Richards also did not play that midweek game majorly because he had some niggle or something, if I
okay,
remember
okay,
correctly.
okay.
There was no other reason. Similarly, Gehi was one of the games suddenly he was not there
Hmm.
against Brighton was because of a niggle again.
Okay, okay.
I don't think Richards is going to be rotated. That's
Hmm.
also one of the reasons why I don't think you really need a hit unless you see some other problem.
No,
Uh,
I will I might take a hit just to get Rice. Otherwise, all the other players which I mentioned, like Minte,
are a one free
Anderson, they are
transfer.
yeah, just one transfer. Only if I feel okay, like getting Rice or getting feeling that punty, then I'll go for a -4. I'll check with
But
Pranav also on the WhatsApp what he thinks. But
so
yeah, I
the
think
major
you
is,
think that one transfer should be good enough, right?
yeah, because see, that's a luxury transfer, and given that you're going to get five transfers
Hmm.
in just a couple of weeks, there's no point uh, in how do I say it, in I'm not finding the right word, in causing a handicap on your own team
Hmm.
just by getting somebody. And Rice is not going to have a 20-point haul.
Mm-hmm. No,
Uh,
I'm,
this swing is not that big.
then I'm thinking Anderson rather than Minte so that I have that more money
Money,
also, and then
eh,
I can upgrade Give to some forward when I get five transfer and keep
or
Anderson as
even
a fifth bencher.
you can just when the five transfers come in, you could easily upgrade and go more to Palmer
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
with
what.
that money.
Mm.
So that's definitely something you could look at because that's also something that I'm
Mm.
contemplating.
Mm-hmm.
If I have the extra money, I could
Makes
definitely do
sense.
that.
Yeah, just that if at all 1% chance if Richard gets benched, I don't know. Alderete versus Liverpool away. Let's see.
Yeah,
Maybe a
that
headache.
could be definitely. Yeah,
Okay. No, but he did start at least. That's a good thing that he is now starting again the games he was out there 2 3 game weeks due to concussion. But cool, cool.
yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Moving on to
Moving on to my team, I know like we've already spoken about it. My contemplation is basically, do I sell Van de Ven for somebody? If so, who is that? Because I think I want to keep Senesi
mm-hmm,
um, rather than Van de Ven because I think uh, Tottenham Hotspur are not somebody who I want to stay invested in.
mm-hmm,
Majorly because they are going through something, I don't know what. They're not in the right mind space. Uh, you could say the same thing about Bournemouth, but at least they're winning games. At least they're there and
mm-hmm.
thereabouts.
How much
Uh,
money you have if you sell
I have
Vanderven? Like
1.6. I have enough
no, no.
money.
Like if instead of Vanderven, how much if you sell Vanderven? How much you have then?
4.6.
4.6 and Senesi same case.
4.7.
Oh, 4.6 and 4.7. Okay.
So I
Because
was
I
an
was
early
thinking
investor
for
for
a
both.
O'Reilly punt, but he's I think 5 million.
Yeah, I have enough money. I can invest.
Oh no no,
So
I'm
I was
asking if you then offload Vanderven, how much money you have for a defender to get into?
I can go up to 6.2 if I
Oh,
sell Van der
okay.
Ven.
And if sells NSE, then more 6.3, 6.4.
6.3.
Oh, then I'm just thinking like why not go for a O'Reilly punt? He's
I'm more inclined to going for O'Reilly actually.
yeah,
O'Reilly is 5.1. I'll still have 1.2 million in the bank.
yeah.
Even if I sell either Senesi or Van der Ven. I think I'm
Hmm.
more comfortable having Senesi in my team
Hmm.
rather than Van der Ven.
I would have
Uh,
still sold Senesi because of what we mentioned, that having money for when we get fire transfer. But when if your plan is anyway shipping off Senesi when you get fire transfer and just have Senesi, then at least keep Senesi till Burnley. I would say like there is Chelsea United and Burnley. If you are not starting him in Chelsea United, I would say just sell him right away and get that
Makes
money.
sense.
If you are
Yeah,
not starting him, if you are starting him in Chelsea and United, and just play him till Burnley and then get him away. But if you are sure you'll not start him in Chelsea United, then just get him, just sell him right away.
fair enough. I think there's a good chance I may not even start him.
Yeah, just see that how you are lining up your team after transfers next two
Because
game weeks, and then take a call.
Van der Ven. So see Chelsea game. Uh, Van der Ven has Brentford home. I may start him.
Hmm.
Uh, who does Chelsea play?
No, if you
Chelsea.
would have say instead of Senes, you get O'Reilly. O'Reilly has, I think, Palace away next game week.
I'll start him
Yeah,
majorly because he's attacking.
attacking, right? And that's what.
He's quite attacking.
Right.
So O'Reilly, if he plays, he's gonna be my three defenders would be sorted, which is
Hmm.
Timber, Munoz, and O'Reilly.
And what are the
Uh,
Leeds fixture next two?
Leeds fixture. Leeds after this play. I am gonna.
Let me also check
Where are you?
quickly.
Leeds play Liverpool home.
Oh, okay.
So
And
Chelsea home,
Chelsea and
Liverpool home,
Liverpool.
and then
Okay,
Brentford
Leeds
away.
are also, yeah, not very good. Crystal Palace are good. Burnley and Fulham. So definitely you are playing Munoz. Definitely you are playing Timber.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Spurs, you have Brentford at home, which whom you can play. Even if like Van der Ven or O'Reilly, one of them you can play next game week. I think yeah. If you're not starting Senesi, just get him off.
Yeah, makes sense. I think that could also be a good one because I'll start Gakpo. I will start. Yeah, I'll start Semenyo. I'll start Mbumo. I'll start Enzo. Potts is somebody. If worst case scenario, I'll have somebody to come off the bench as well. He plays Brighton away,
Hmm.
so could be a defcon chance. Interesting. Let's see. I think I may be inclined
Yeah,
to sell Senesi
just
in that
think
case.
of next game week transfer. Otherwise, after that, anyway, we are all getting fair transfers. So maybe next game week is on a short horizon, and then take a call.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And in case there's anything Senesi uh, given his suspension, a lot of people will end up selling him. So yeah, good shout, good shout. I'll do that.
Cool. We don't have Prana's team, but we'll try to cover it next game week. Whatever we have missed. Anything else? Any last pointers?
Nothing much. I think planning is max for me, but there's not enough results. Hopefully, the next set of fixtures help me in getting back that.
Yes,
Uh,
yes. Fingers crossed.
I have some kind of luck, lady luck, helping me get some green arrows.
Yes, yes,
So yeah, on that note, that's it from our side.
yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, everyone. Bye.